Thanks for stopping by, welcome to the channel. The Jeep's having some issues. Suddenly it doesn't want to start up, and when it does run, I'm getting a lot of dash lights and beeps. Also, the headlights don't turn on and the blinkers don't work. Let's dig in and see what's going on. Messing around, trying to get the blinker to work. Notice I have a gremlin. When you push the ignition forward and put it into run, as it is right now, the blinker should be, whoop, and see it just randomly turned on. The stereo just randomly turned on. But it's that made it turn off, and if I shake it a little, it maybe it'll turn back on again. Oh, where you at? Push it forward a little, squeeze it. I got it to do it earlier. Anyways, there's obviously some electrical gremlins going on with this ignition switch. Oh, there it went. Well, and now I put it back in accessories and it turns on. Yeah, let's figure out what's going on. And now it suddenly doesn't work. So in order to get in there, there's a couple screws in the bottom of this. This all pulls loose. If you're getting this wild in your Jeep, I assume you can take the cover off. Then we have our signal cluster. There's just a couple Torx up in the top, because Jeep loves these Torx. This whole thing will pull up now, and we can get to, there's a security Torx. There's a little post in the center of this itty bitty guy. That evidently makes them more secure, even though I just went to the local hardware store and bought this. We're gonna pull that out. And now we can pull this whole thing out of here. Here's a little closer view of this and why it might be giving me some problems. The ignition column, hopefully we can get some angles here. This is where your key goes in. This is the lock for the steering wheel. Then this is the switch that actually turns everything on. Just gonna give that a pull. Hopefully, yep, there we go. So this is all that actually does anything. This is all just security stuff that makes you need a key and locks the wheel. So we're gonna mess around with this a minute, maybe clean it out, see if we can get this to work again. So if I just stick a screwdriver in here and turn this, it should put the car, see all the dash lights, oh, as I turn that, all the dash lights turned on. So this will let me see if it's just this is loose or what's, yep. So accessories is still turning all that on. That's to off. That's to front accessory run. Wild. In an attempt to explain things better to you guys, I put everything back together and was going to record. Now the dash doesn't even turn on anymore. Absolutely nothing works. So let's really hope it's that switch. Let's grab this new one, plug it in, and see what happens. All right. So we've just got a little safety tab there to pull. Yeah. There's definitely some corrosion here and there, but still there's some in there. Doesn't look too bad. Let's put our new shiny one in and see if this fixes things. Oh, that's very promising. Indeed, that seemed to be the problem. Give you a little different view of what's going on. So when we turn the keys forward now, hey, all the lights turn on and the blinkers work. Well, there's the light out, but let's maybe stop that. Yep. That seemed to be it. Let's test this out before I fully hook all this back up. Oh yeah. Great stuff. On previous videos, you will see this thing did not want to start up anymore. Also, it started idling sort of weird. I think it was all just due to this. Let's get this whole thing put back together. Just kind of doing what we did to tear it apart. need to make sure. The biggest part is lining this up because it doesn't line up like you think it would. So I need to put the key in run, weirdly, and this turn to where off would be for this to line up. It's real weird, but it works out. I don't know why. So now they're lined up. So if I do some clicking here, that's accessories, that's off, that's accessories forward, and then forward is start. Yep. All right, so we've got our security Torx that we put back in. I feel so secure now. I might put in some sort of security switch now that I see just how easy it is to pull this apart and run away with it. Well, that new ignition switch fixed quite a few things. The starter doesn't sound like it's about to die anymore. The vehicle also starts on the first try, and it's also idling smooth again. I've got some blinkers now, but we still don't have headlights. I'm gonna tackle that next video because that's gonna be chasing around a lot of wires everywhere. If you wanna see more videos of how I got this thing running in the first place, check out the playlist in the description. There's also links to all the tools and parts we used today. And as always, don't forget to go out on an adventure, get out there and see the stars!